Welcome, everyone, to Pitbull Stadium, just outside Miami and the home of the FIU Panthers. We are anxiously awaiting a battle as this fan base is ready to show everyone worldwide what FIU football is all about. And this is the kind of game college football fans love, because they don't have to wait for the weekend for this Conference USA showdown. As we'll see, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Western Kentucky's offense will start this game off. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games and big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait to see this guy compete.
The Hilltoppers want to move quickly. He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. He's got it. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the Hilltoppers come to the line with a new set of downs.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Turns it on down the left side. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Toppers.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they closed the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So the FIU Panthers offense will get the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this pass game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Offense working from the pistol. The hand to the running back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. The option look. He'll pitch it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Makes a grab enough for the first. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
He's going to fire to the left. He holds it in, and nobody's close. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers. Getting set for the point after. And it's perfect. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want...
And that pass intercepted. Touchdown, FIU. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Off he goes. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring. That was just an open alley for that back. I don't think he was touched once before the tackle.
So he wouldn't even been down in 2-hand touch?
No. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Pressure coming. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? 2nd down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Going for the big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Quarterback checking the play. Running back goes in motion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
He gets a block. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Hilltoppers racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his man. It's Maddox. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Let's see what he can do with it. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Wide receiver shows motion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Gonna take a shot. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida International. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He'll try to do it himself. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. And the Hilltoppers send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? The give to the tailback. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Now, I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Panther. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. He's going to pass. Makes his connection. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. The Hilltoppers are in the hurry-up. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tempo and overdrive. Second down coming up. Trying to move them on the counter. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after him. And the defense gets to the quarterback. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard. And he did.
And often is good too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
And the Hilltoppers line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll bring it back. It's Montgomery. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw. Unloads it downfield. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll run it to the right side. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And now the offense will come onto the field again. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Jefferson. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on 1st down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and it's just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another first down now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss, and that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Lining up to convert 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the catch. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. Might be looking to run. At the 35, he's loose. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Miami. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ricardo Silva Stadium.
We're ready to get it started here in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, third and long coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. FIU set up with another first down. To the ground, he's got it again. Wrestled down at the 26, it's a gain of 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. On first and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. The Hilltoppers in the hurry-up. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And this defense is smelling blood right now. Like, they know they got him right where they want him. Got him at 3rd down and long. They got to lead by 3 possessions. Everything is going their way. This offense is in trouble.
And the Hilltoppers will punt it away on 4th down. for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Trying to impose their will with the run. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get them on the ground.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
And the Panthers will move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. After run, now throw. Got it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. The Panthers line it up with a 1st and goal. He finds his man. Touchdown, FIU! And the beatdown has ensued. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And his first pass is incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident.
And that pass picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. First down here for the offense. He'll keep it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. FIU mounting a threat in the red zone. They try to pop a run on the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Catch in the middle, it's Anger. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. FIU set up with another first down. He's looking to throw it. Buys a little time with his feet. Touchdown, Florida International! And the stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
That makes the score Florida International 49.
And he'll bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Now on first down from the 30. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. To the air on first down. It's complete. Smashes through the tackle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Going up top on first down. Lofts one high and deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
21.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Trying play action. It's complete to the left. Oh, my, circle, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. And the Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. He slings it deep to the left. Touchdown, Panthers! And the punishment has been extended. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Florida International 57.
On the run from inside his own 5.
21.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Get it out on the screen. On the move at the 30. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He wants to throw. complete to the left. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Looking to go up top on first down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy.
He's going for a big play downfield. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. And now on second down for this offense. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This one's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Off the play fake. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
Trying to get to him. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad...
A shot toward the end zone. And he makes the grab in the back of the end zone, but the officials are all over it, signaling incomplete. He was out of bounds. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He caught it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? Touchdown, Panthers! And the route is on. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he can't escape, and down he goes. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going, but now they've definitely got it together.